Paul Cooke, thanks for joining us. First of all, your assessment on your team's performance this afternoon.
Job done. We spoke about getting 2 points here this week and then moving on to Barrow the week after before we go down to London. So pleased with the scoreline, pleased with the first half performance. Some scratchy stuff second half. We moved some players around. We took both halves off. So a little bit expected, but overall well done to the players. Job done. And I thought all the players on the field put the best foot forward in terms of putting themselves in the frame for a big game in a couple of weeks. So we've still got one more to tick off, so they can play themselves out or into a team for the following week.
Ryan Hampshire and Ben Reynolds, both on the sidelines towards the end of the game. Are they all good?
Yeah, precaution. Just but Ryan came back from a broken arm, and I spoke for. The first 10 weeks that I was in the post with Jed and Ian alongside me, we had a tough 10 weeks with neither one of them on the field. So it's important we look after them two boys. Obviously they're at the late 20s, early 30s of the career, or both of them in the 30s now. So we just want to look after them and make sure that we're doing the right things by our players. Jack Arnold got more minutes today, which I thought was good for him. We left King on the sideline after one stint. While he went back on, we could have probably pulled Gadwin towards the end of the game. He went looking for Cooper, who got him. So, we're pleased with the performance. We're pleased with the result. But that's all it is. It's 2 more competition points. We don't get any more points for winning by 40 plus. And we just want to move on to next week now.
James Glover on debut, a couple of assists and a couple of tries. Were you impressed with him?
Yeah, he's given us what we said we would get with him. Unfortunately for James, he can't play at Wembley, and neither can Nath Wild. So there's a couple of spots up for grabs there. So they're based on the training performance and the performance of players on the field. That's going to decide who plays in that left centre at Wembley and next weekend. And whether we leave James there or whether we pull him out, whether we play for some continuity going into Wembley, we're not sure yet. We'll have some discussions on that. But yeah, he did a good job. You don't want to expect too much of a new player coming into the group. He trained once on Thursday and then a team run Friday and went into the game dry. So, yeah, he did some nice things, and we're sure that he'll add that competition to our outside backs as we said he would when we brought him into the club. So, he's a welcome signing, and hopefully it improves everybody within the group, training standards and playing.
And finally, Paul, the focus has to remain, doesn't it? Barrow next week, another big game for the lads before the big one at Wembley.
Yeah, just said that now. We just said well done for today. 2 more competition points. We did what we said we'd do. We was ruthless with it. We got out to a lead which was insurmountable first half, and there was no coming back for Batley, and we did the job and put it to bed in the second half. So we're really pleased. We've got one more against a tough Barrow team who I watched against Toulouse last night. So they're a difficult team to play against, no matter where you play them, but particularly up in Cumbria. So it's a trip for us, which allows us to practice for a long trip. The similar one to Wembley, although we'll go the night before. So we can practice some stuff. It's a nice fixture for us. It's going to be a tough one, and I don't want to roll into Wembley off the back of a poor performance. So the players will be told during the week that it's paramount that we go there and put in a solid performance, no matter who's playing.
And finally, a couple of players missing out today. Can you expect to have any of those back? I'm looking at Connor Wynn and Jordan Williams, or will you just assess them during the week?
Connor's pulled his back. Jordan Williams hurt his heel on Thursday night. Danny Addy we left out. He's a little bit busted. He's played a lot of minutes, so we gave him a break today. They'll come back into the reckoning. We're healthy in terms of, I think, Carlos Tumavave and Robson Stevens are the only 2 on the treatment table who will be unavailable. So the rest of the players are vying for a position, and it's a nice position for us to be in. Instead of scratching around to try and bring in loan signings to bolster our squad, we've actually got a squad here with a couple of loan signings in Wildey and Glover that are causing a headache for us as staff in terms of competition for places, which is what we all want. It drives standards, and let's be honest, we're still in a league position which we're not accepting.
Paul, well done. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.